Hi, welcome back to. As you can tell, I'm in my I'm in my pajamas. So today, in the next 5 videos, I have got a different. In the next 5 videos, I have got a different. I got a different. What you call it? I got a different TV show review for the next 5 episodes. Just to show you, this is the stuff I've got all my tablet. It's all this. We're going to be going through the Netflix TV series Scream, the Scream NTV miniseries, My Pony season 1 to 9, Lost and Found Music Studios, Julie and the Phantoms, Stranger Things. Wait, let me repeat them. We have the Scream NTV miniseries, My Pony season 1 to 9, Lost and Found Music Studios, Julie and the Phantoms, and Stranger Things. So in this episode it will be the Scream NTV mini-series. So we're going to go through, for each of these shows in these next 5 episodes, through the good, the bad, and then the rating out of 100. So before we do get on with this episode, this will be the same. The rating out of 100 will be the same for every episode, and it's 0 is rubbish, 10 is awful, 20 is not great, 30 is not good, average is 40 is average, 50 is half good, half bad, 60 is okay, 70 is good, 80 is great, 90 is amazing, and 100 is the best you can get, which is outstanding. So we're going to start with the NTV miniseries this episode, then we'll do My Pony, then we'll do Lost and Found Music, then we'll do Julie and the Phantoms, and then we will do Stranger Things, which is the one I'm going to be most excited for. So let's get on with it. So let's start off with the good. So the Screen TV miniseries I'll get back is a follow up from the Scream franchise, starring about Sidney Prescott and her friends facing Ghostface killers. A new Ghostface killer in Springwood, Ohio. In Springwood, the fictional town of Springwood in this show, a few murders start, chopping up, and basically, season 1 is about more deaths chopping up, and more deaths happen during season 1, and at the end of season 1 there's a big reveal. Then at the end of season, then it's the same thing that happens in season 2. Then at the end of season 2 there's the second big reveal, and then there's a final episode specifically named Halloween/Halloween 2, which involves a new plot with the surviving characters of season 1 and 2, and a few returning characters of season, and a few new characters, and follows the group on a holiday following murders, and then another reveal happens. The characters is the first good about this movie. Mainly the movie geek in this thing, Noah, basically the Scream NTV miniseries version of Randy Meeks from the Scream 1 and 2. Basically horror geek, the horror nerd, the nerd that is great at horror. But you also have the likes of Audrey, Riley, Jake, Will, Kieran, Brooke, and then a few others, and it follows. So that's really good. Now the next is going to be the kills. The first kill was interesting. It was the murder of a girl at the Springwood school called Nina Patterson, who was killed in her own pool by the mysterious killer. And then there's a few other kills. The character of Riley gets stabbed in the back and killed off. Will gets wrenched, gets cut down and cut in half. Jake gets his chest ripped open. a character called Chief Branson. He's gutted by the killer. And then and I'll get to the end. Later on. I'll get to the killer reveals and their deaths. So the gore is great. There's so many gore kills, and most of the kills impact the story in some way or another. The third thing that makes this TV series good, the third good, is it's aware of the franchise that it's based on. It's aware of Scream. It's aware of Scream from 1996, Scream 2 from 1997, Scream 3 from 2000, and Scream 4 from 2000. It's aware of those 4 films. That's what makes it such a good. It's also self-aware of itself. It keeps a lot of the things from the first 4 films and adds a few things added, and adds a few more things to it. Next up is going to be the killer reveals. Like I said, the killer reveals. The killer for season 1 was a character called I can't remember the character's called, but it was a reporter slash the daughter of Brandon James, the main plot, which we'll get to. The main character that the plot's based around, and we'll get to him later. And then the second killer reveal is Kieran. Well, the killer of season 1 is shot in the head. Falls into a lake, and then is shot in the head by Audrey, and then is shot in the head again when she pops straight back up by Emma. And Emma is another character. The killer of main season of every episode except the last episode of season 2, except the last episode, was Kieran, who wasn't killed straight away, was sentenced to prison, and was slaughtered by a guy in a ghost fake in a Brandon James mask in his jail cell. He's killed off then. And the third and final killer is revealed to be one of the characters that we were introduced to, and he has understandable motivations just like the other 2. And the killer reveals are great. You didn't expect the 3 people that ended up being the killers. You just didn't expect it to be them. That's what's good about this. That's what's good about this series. That's what's good about the series. The possibility, the killer. There's endless possibilities on who the killer could be. So that's what I like. I like that part of it. Next is the main part of a horror, adjacent or horror or actual horror based series is that series suspense. And for me, the Scream MTV miniseries has a lot of suspense, especially when it comes to the deaths that are shown on screen. Now we're going to touch on Emma for a bit. So Emma's the final girl of this series. She's not the only final girl. There's obviously Audrey. There's Audrey, Brooke, and then there's a few final boys like Noah. But she's the main final girl, and she is a badass character. I simply titled this the good as the badass of the final girl. That's really what I got to say about her. Good character. The actor who plays her, I don't know what her name is, but she's really good. She makes the TV show even better, and she also brings a bit of emotion. And then the next is going to be the plot behind the series. So on a prom night, on the night of prom, Brandon James, who is deformed, asks out, which is found out to be Emma's mum, and she screams and he gets beaten up. Then he says to Emma's mum, when they were younger, that this guy Brandon James says to Emma's mum, meet me at the docks, and Brandon James ends up getting killed and falls into the lake. So that's the story behind the plot behind the story. And there's only one, and finally I've got the bad It was sometimes boring to watch. I have to admit. Sometimes I was bored out of my shell when watching it. Still, doesn't take away from any of the goods. Next, we're gonna end off this video with the rating out of 100. So, like I said, for every episode it will be 0 rubbish, 10 awful, 20 not great, 30 not good, 40 average, 50 half good, half bad, 60 okay, 70 good, 80 great, 90 amazing, 100 outstanding. This TV series for me is gonna get an outstanding. Even with one bad, it is still an outstanding TV show which should be watched by horror fans or people looking for a challenge, as in a movie challenge, watching a TV show challenge, watching it. Next episode we'll be doing a My Little Pony review. Everyone knows that My Pony is a big part of my life, so I'll see you then. That's the end of the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification update for all of my videos, and hit that like button if you want to see more. But until the next episode of this series, I'm out. Peace, bye.